Check, 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 1 2, check, 1 2.
บอกมาที่อันบริษัท
โอเคงั้นไม่ประกาศนะ สวัสดีค่ะ สวัสดีค่ะ ขอสวัสดีท่านผู้มีเกียรติทุกท่านนะคะ วันนี้ก็ขอต้อนรับทุกท่านค่ะเข้าสู่การเสวนาทางวิชาการนะคะเป็นวันนี้เรามีพาเนลิสต์มาจากหลากหลายประเทศทั่วโลกนะคะซึ่งเสวนาในวันนี้ค่ะเราจะมาพูดกันในเรื่องของตามธีมของงานวันดินโลกนะคะ Caring for Soils Measure Monitor and Manage นะคะซึ่งก็คือภาษาไทยใส่ใจมาตรฐานตรวจวัดจัดการดินดียั่งยืนนะคะซึ่งวันนี้ค่ะเราก็มีทีมของผู้ขึ้นเวทีเสวนานะคะมาจากทั่วทุกมุมโลกจริงๆเลยในครั้งนี้นะคะมาจากทวีปแอฟริกานะคะมาจากเอเชียเราเองมาจากทางลาตินอเมริกามาจากอเมริกาเหนือนะคะหรือว่าเม็กซิโกโคลอมเบียนะคะบูกินาฟาโซค่ะจากแอฟริกานะคะซึ่งวันนี้ก็ค่อนข้างจากหลากหลายค่ะในส่วนของทางเอเชียเราเองก็มีประเทศไทยกับทางน้องเยาวชนจากเวียดนามนะคะที่จะมาขึ้นเวทีกันนะคะซึ่งวันนี้ประเด็นของการพูดคุยก็จะค่อนข้างหลากหลายหน่อยนะคะที่จะเน้นเรื่องของการแชร์ประสบการณ์เรื่องของการแชร์องค์ความรู้นะคะตั้งแต่ความรู้ในระดับของชุมชนนะคะแล้วก็องค์ความรู้ทางวิชาการที่มาผนวกกันของตามแต่ละบริบทของพื้นที่ค่ะซึ่งวันนี้ค่ะเราไม่ได้มีพิธีแบบเป็นทางการอย่างที่เราเคยทำนะคะแต่จะขอว่าวันนี้ค่อนข้างจะมีความเป็นอินโทรนิดหน่อยนะคะเลยจะเข้าสู่ช่วงของการเสวนาในวันนี้เลยค่ะซึ่งวันนี้ค่ะเราก็ได้รับเกียรตินะคะจากทาง FAO Lab นะคะที่ได้ส่งผู้แทนมาเป็นผู้ดำเนินรายการมืออาชีพนะคะจริงๆคุณชื่อคุณแพทรีนะคะคุณจงสถิตค่ะจริงๆคุณแพทรีมาร่วมกิจกรรมกับเราหลายครั้งแล้วนะคะครั้งนี้ก็จะเป็นอีก1 ครั้งต้องขอบคุณมากค่ะถ้ายังไงนะคะขออนุญาตเรียนเชิญผู้ดำเนินรายการในครั้งนี้ได้ขึ้นบนเวทีแล้วก็รันการเสวนาในครั้งนี้อย่างเป็นทางการได้เลยค่ะขอเรียนเชิญค่ะ
Good afternoon, colleagues. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, warm welcome to the World Soil Day 24 seminar, Caring for Soils, Measure, Monitor, Manage. My name is Patri. I am the National Coordinator from Thailand. I work for Food and Agriculture Organization of the UN, and I am very delighted to be here today as your moderator for the seminar. As you may know, this seminar is organized by the Land Development Department, but also with the Center of Excellence of Soil Research in Asia, ASEAN Forest Cooperation Organization, and also the World Soil Association as a collective effort. We cannot manage what we cannot monitor and measure, and therefore this year's theme is about emphasizing the importance of reliable soil data information in guiding us all here that how we can be more sustainably manage and make decisions on food security and nutrition. This year also marked the 10th Global Observance hosted by the Kingdom of Thailand. So in collaboration with FAO Global Partnership, this seminar here will serve as a platform for diverse stakeholders, including government officers yourself, the policymakers, but also ranging from the excellent farmers come here with one common goal to share experience on soil and water management to improve our global landscape on ecosystem. So the seminar here today will feature the 2 panel discussion. The first panel, measure and monitor, will be comprised of the government officers, policymakers, academic experts to see and will be presented by various experts in the field. The second panel, of course, is on the managed panel, which will comprise of the excellent farmers around the globe, to share different perspectives in the field. And without further ado here, I'd like to invite the first panel discussion to be on stage. Thank you. And thank you, the panelists, for joining me on the stage here. Maybe just to kick things start off, I'd like everyone to briefly introduce themselves. I will start just to share example. My name is Patrick. I am the coordinator from Thailand, and I work for FAO of the UN. I am your moderator today. Isabel, please.
Sawade. I am Isabel Verbeek. I work for the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations, specifically in the Global Soil Partnership.
Okay, good afternoon, everybody. I'm Mr. Sakira Udomsi. I'm the Director of Soil Survey and Research Division, Land Development Department, Thailand.
Hi, my name is Saftar Niazi, Vice Minister of Water and Soil, Ministry of Agriculture, Iran.
Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon. My name is Banchalat Jintarit. I work for.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. I am Ali Reza Ismaili from Deputy of Water and Soil, Islamic Republic of Iran. I'm very happy to be here with you, and I will ready to continue this very important and valuable seminar and conference. Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Banchalat Jintarit. I work for the CESRA as assessor consultant, and also work as the national project coordinator in the project under the AFOCO grants.
Thank you. So just you can get the feel that we have a lot of expert and the representative from around the globe here. So just a bit of the panel discussion. Each one will have about 6 to 8 minutes to speak, and we'll be preparing on the guiding question to share your insight and experience from the field and how we can better manage soil and water. But before maybe we start, Isabel, I think it would be very great if you can share us and tell us some background, how FAO has been supporting different countries, including here in Thailand, to promote soil health, raise awareness on importance of the soils. Please.
So why the presentation is about to be shown on the screen? Indeed, I'm here with you today to share some thoughts about how it's important to communicate with soil, not only with farmers and policymakers, because they know how soil is important, but we need to pass on the message to a wider audience, including the general public. So before I begin, I would like to thank all of you for this opportunity to be here today, and specifically, of course, LDD and the two colleagues that have been supporting and assisting so much, Ms. Krayapon and Ms. Pat. Thank you so much. So Thailand has been the model for soil always. I could see that when I was in Rome. It's 22 years I work in FAO in Rome. 12 years, I was specifically on soil, and I could see that Thailand was really the motor behind, but being here is just incredible. So maybe if you could in large screen. So I will try to explain you briefly what we've been doing to tell the rest of the world how important soils is. In Thailand, again, you knew that, but the rest of the world still had to put soil on the agenda. So the first question is what FAO is doing to support countries to promote soil health and raise importance on soil. Maybe if I have the next. Okay, so again, not in Thailand, you had a great king, the late King Bhumibol, that was a philosopher and a soil scientist, but at the global level, soil was absent for the agenda, the global agenda. Soil degradation is still a threat, and there were a number of issues. Next, please. So everybody knew that. Soil is where food begins. 95% of the food we eat comes from soil, but we wanted to pass another message. Next, please. Soil is a foundation of the ecosystem services that enable life on Earth. It provides so many. You can see this is one of the first infographics that we prepared back in 2015 to tell everybody it's not only food, it's many other ecosystem services. Next, please. And it was also the time when the SDG were being established. And this is what FAO through GSP also push a lot to have the inclusion of soil into the Sustainable Development Goals. Next, please. So this is another way to present how soil are key to all of the SDG, actually. Next, please. Next. Okay, so this is a report that was produced in 2015, where it was clear and demonstrated that 33% of the soil are degraded. Next, please. And what we've been advocating also, thanks to the great support of Thailand, was to establish two key awareness raising platforms. In 2015, it was the International Year of Soil, which really launched a series of awareness raising activity together with the World Soil Day, which was established at the 5th December. Okay, next, that's fine. Next, please. Okay, so World Soil Day through the years. Every year we focus on one theme: soil pollution in 2018, erosion in 19, soil biodiversity in 20, and so on. So each year we focus the attention of the general public on one of the main soil threads. So this year is monitor, manage, and okay, and measure. Sorry. Next, please. So this is just an infographic that shows the expansion of number of World Soil Day events organized worldwide. Last year we had a boom. You can see over 10,000 events, and I must say that most of the events were organized in your country and in Iran. And then, of course, the whole world, 5th December, celebrates soil. Next, please. So it's not only World Soil Day. Every year, we also organize global symposiums that actually matches the theme, the topic of the World Soil Day. So 21, salt-affected soil, soils for nutrition, soil fertility. In 22, 23, it was soil and water. And this year, I will come back to that later. Next, please. Okay, next. Those are just some key figures from the last World Soil Day celebration. Next, please. Okay, World Soil Day in the press in 23. Now I still don't have the figure of this year World Soil Day in the press. It was very high. I know we had several large press releases. World Soil Day, the hashtag was trending on many social media platforms. Last year, the article reached 1 billion people, which is a great achievement. Next, please. We prepare a lot of communication material, trying to explain on a specific topic how we can. Okay, next, please. We also do a lot of contests. You can see here many of the contests we organized in the past year. Next, please. Okay, next. I will go fast because I have. Okay, so key message World Soil Day 24. How we do? We have a large team of technical officers in FAO. We prepare what are really the key message of each topic. So you see, it's. I just put it there. You don't have to go through. It's just for you to see that we agree on a set of messages and then we transform them to explain to policymakers and the general public how important it is. So I will show you out of that we prepare. Okay, next you can go. All those social media cards that explain why it's important, what we can do, what are the threats. Next. And okay, you can go next because I have all those cards animated in a 2-minute video that I would like to show you. Next. So what I'm trying here to show you and explain is from science and technical message, we pass on the message in a easy and catchy way to reach wide audience. Next, please. Next. Okay, the contest. Yesterday, I'm sure you saw the result during the official World Soil Day celebration. Contests are also a great tool to engage the public everywhere in the world. We had over 100 countries participating in the contest. So this is the one that we selected. We received even more than that, but we did a pre-selection. So that's also another tool we have. Next, please. Next. Okay, if you can launch the video. Okay. So this is a video that we prepare that we post on social media, again, to pass on the message. Okay. Next, please.
So, Isabel, thank you very much for your. Thank you very much, Isabel, for sharing us your insight and the history of how World Soil Day come about. I saw your previous in video that we're talking their output that contribute to SDG indicators, World Soil resource. That seem sometimes it can be complicated to different stakeholders. And in the sense here, we have variety of stakeholders from government, from farmers, NGOs. Everybody is working on the same issue. But in this sense, in your opinion, how would you improve the exchange of this information between different stakeholders so that we can all better measure, monitor, and manage soil health collectively?
Thank you. Okay, so if you can go next slide. Okay, so yeah, one of the key tool to do that is really to put people together, and that's why 3 months ago we organized a global symposium on soil information and data. And there we brought together policymaker, researcher, practitioner to discuss and move ahead the agenda. So next, please. So we had a very large opening with 5 distinguished guests opening the event, then 7 keynotes, and then we split in different parallel sessions, if you can. So science was definitely at the basis. We defined 4 different technical teams. We received over 500 abstracts from academia, scientists. We selected them, and then we had all of those presentations. Next, please. And all of that, almost 70 hours of technical session and discussion. So this really helped to move ahead the agenda. Next, please. It was on the news, again, reaching not only policymaker and science, but the general public through the news. Next, please. And we are now finalizing the outcome document, which is setting up an agenda for action on soil data and information. And of course, that is also one of, it's very important. Being in FAO, we have contact with all the delegates, the countries, and that's how we can move ahead and manage to at some point implement those actions in countries. So with that, I think, yeah, I'm done. Thank you so much for your attention.
Thank you, Isabel, for thank you, Isabel, for sharing your. It's been great to know different messages that how we can contribute to communicating and to all stakeholders involved, especially the theme of integrated approach. We all working together has become more common and urgent. And now, after we all learn about the history of the World Soil Day, the importance, now we're gonna try to see that if we can learn some best practice from our success stories. Ladies and gentlemen, the next year, we will learn more about the World Soil Day Award by the Ministry of Agriculture of Iran. So it would be great here if the colleagues here can share us, in your opinion here, what are the key factors that led your government to invest and awareness and investment on this that result in winning the award?
Thank you. Welcome to this important conference. And thank you to host country, Thailand, and FAO. Thank you for organizing this important event. It's very good. For better understanding, I will continue. Yeah. No. Okay. I will continue by Persian. No problem. And my colleague translate for all of them. Thank you. Yes. Okay. Okay, I begin and Farsi, yeah, no problem. ما شروع کردیم از آموزش پرورش. تفاهمنامه فیلمنامه دو تا وزارتخونه تشکیل شد.
Hello, everybody. My colleagues start to explain something about our activities on World Soil Day. For the first activity, we have signed an agreement between the Ministry of Education and Ministry of Agriculture in Iran to engage and improve the student and the preschools to engage in the World Soil Day celebration.
ما تو ایران 234 آزمایشگاه میخوام خاک بشپرسی داریم که تأسیسشون کردیم و دوره گذاشتیم براشون آموزش دادیم برای این کار گذاشتیم.
We also focus on soil laboratories in Iran because we have more than 234 private soil laboratories in Iran, and we ask them to help us to celebrate and engage the people to World Soil Day celebration.
یک شبکه داریم در تلویزیون ملی که خاص کشاورزا پخش میشه که برنامه متنوعی از اون برای خاک تولید کردیم.
We have a special television channel in Iran. We are organizing with this channel to provide different programs to people and different kind of people and different age to explain the importance of soil.
ما برنامه روز جهانی خاک را در همه استانها، همه شهرستانها و همه بخش‌ها به مدت یک هفته اجرا می‌کنیم.
Last year, we held so many conferences, so many activities, so many ceremonies in all of our provinces and cities, and also even our villages.
توصیه حفاظت از خاک را از مساجد، مراکز مذهبی پخش می‌کنیم، توصیه می‌کنیم.
As you know, Iran, Islamic Republic of Iran is Muslim country, and we have a religion ceremony every Friday. And we organize with the office of the religious ceremony to provide the people the importance of soil in their speech every Friday.
مسابقه می‌گذاریم برای نوآوری‌های خلاقانه، تهیه تندیس، کلیپ، نمایش‌های خیابانی، نقاشی، شعر، انشا و ساخت اشیا با گل.
We also have held so many competitions and contests such as photo, painting, street art programs, and something like that. There was so many kind of ceremonies and activities between children and adults.
یک معاونتی داریم در وزارتخانه به اسم معاونت ترویج که برنامه‌های ترویجی میکنه. اون برنامه‌های مکرری در مزرعه آموزش برای کشاورزان اجرا کرد.
In our ministry, there is a special office that called extension. I know, I'm sure that there is also in other countries. We have organizing with this office to provide and to hold so many farm days in the farm with our farmers.
اصطلاحاً روز مزرعه میگیم بهش.
We call them farm day.
و البته در تمامی این مراحل حمایت‌های مالی وزارت ما و نهادهای مردمی را نمیشه ازش غافل بود.
In all of these programs, we can spend from the general budget, public budget of Iran to hold this ceremony at the first time, for first time.
شاید از همه مهمتر همکاری بخش خصوصی NGO ها، سمنها، تشکلها با موضوع حفاظت از خاک و سازمان محیط زیست با ما.
This is very important to have the collaboration of private sectors and also the organization of environment in Iran.
در کنار این مراکز علمی، دانشگاه ها، مراکز تحقیقاتی همایش برگزار کردند. حداقل هر دانشگاهی سال یک بار.
And also we have so many the scientific center, universities, and other centers like that.
Thank you.
Thank you, Vice Minister. So I'm very surprised and glad to learn that the different investments, so you were able to streamline not only on agriculture, but you're linking with education sector, religions, public outreach, and try to make it happen in the different communication approach. So that was able to integrate it well. So in a sense, we now learn about your investment on the World Soil Day importance. Can you give us more on a bit of context about soil and water management? What are the priorities right now in your country to engage, right? And what are the key challenges that you have seen are the most difficult to overcome this challenge in recent years? Yeah, on soil and water. Just very briefly. Thank you.
Okay. حالا من اینجور بگم که برای ارتقای بهره‌وری تولید ما سه مجموعه کار میکنیم: به زراعی، به نژادی، عملیات آب و خاک که عملیات آب و خاک در حوزه معاونت ماست.
Three main factors affecting to production of agricultural crops in Iran. The first one is good agricultural practices. The second one is breedings. And the third one is the management of water and soil. This three factors is the main factors of Iran.
در حوزه آب ارتقای راندمان آبیاری که آخرین راندمان آبیاری کشور ما 50% است با حدود 3,100,000 هکتار آبیاری جدید از 8 میلیون.
In the field of water, we are looking for and we trying hard to improve our water use efficiency in our country. Right now, we have more than 50% in irrigation efficiency and rendement in our country, and we have more than 3 million hectares of irrigated land in our country.
اما در مورد خاک دو تا وظیفه داریم: جلوگیری از آلودگی و جلوگیری از تخریب.
In the field of soil, we have two main responsibility.
Yeah.
One of them is the preventing pollution of soil, and the second, preventing the soil degradation. These are our main activities, our main responsibilities.
حوزه جلوگیری از تخریب و ارتقای حاصلخیزی خاک، آزمایشگاه‌های خاکشناسی، خاکورزی حفاظتی، سویل دکتر یا همون نسخه نویسی کودی و ارتقای آگاهی برای کشاورزان.
In the second field, we have so many activities like that, the equipping soil laboratories, starting soil doctor program with FAO in this year, and awareness raising. This is our main priorities in the soil conservation field.
5 سال قبل قانونی توسط مجلس محترم ابلاغ شد، قانون حفاظت از خاک. قانون بسیار سختگیرانه‌ای بود، آیین‌نامه اجرایی اون داره و مقرر شده ما ظرف 10 سال عملیات خاکشناسی را در مقیاس 1,000 برای کل اراضی کشاورزی تولید بکنیم، کما اینکه نسخه 250,000 رو داریم.
5 years ago, in Iran, the soil protection law has been approved by our parliament, and we are going to study the soil study in our provinces more than 100,000 hectares per year.
Okay. یعنی no problem. این پروژه مطالعات خاکشناسی و ارتقای حاصلخیزی خاک طی نسخه کودی الان در حال اجراست و طبق برنامه کار پیش میره.
And our second priority is enhancing and improving the soil fertility program in Iran.
Thank you for attention.
Thank you very much.
Wow, thank you very much for sharing us your implementation. There are so many things that are, I think there are so many approaches that are similar about the soil doctor and the strategy to prevent soil pollution and degradation. So, ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause for World Soil Day 2024 winner to the Ministry of Iran in Iran. Thank you. And now we have not yet done with sharing our success stories. Next, from the World Soil Day Award winner, we are going right to the Clinker Soil Prize winner. This year is the winner is the Land Development Department. So in this sense here, before giving up the stage to presentation by the LDD colleague here, I like to provide the question for you to the audience here. As you may know that many countries and experts are applying for this prestigious award, which have been evaluated extensively. And in your opinion here, what is the winning element for LDD that stand out differently from other countries and from the expert to win this? And in a sense here, that how the government investment and support make this a difference. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Kun Patri. Okay, can you hear me? No, I don't know. Thank you very much, Kun Patri, for this question. And also, I'm here that it takes responsibility for LDD Land Development Department that give the King Cup Soil Prize today. I can say that winning the King Cup Prize was truly an honor for Land Development Department, Ministry of Agriculture and Cooperative Thailand, Kingdom of Thailand. As many countries and individuals apply for the prize, and I believe that all the parties show the significant outcomes from their works. But for Thailand, among many initiatives, one approach is standing out and show the success of sustainable soil management is Soil Doctor Program. That Iran, they presented already that one thing that he got the King Bhupon World Soil Prize is from the Soil Doctor Program. And the mission of LDD will focus on the soil management, starting from soil survey, soil analysis, land use planning, and soil and land management, and eventually the success practice will be transferred to farmer through this program. That it means that the farmer, they will know about his land or of the area of they know about the land and soil that they have, which was what is the property or what the kind of the soil. That is the good thing for growing the plant or make like the activity in this land. That is also for the FAO, the next thing I think about the soil and data information. That is very important for the farmer. That this is the basic idea for how to know the soils. And why the soil doctor is being winning. Yeah. Okay, winning element. I think that is because apart from volunteer basis, we put effort to motivate farmer and encourage them to work side by side with the land development department. We value them as our team. That it means good team is good soil. Yeah. And show the respect without any doubt. And from the past, LDD provide knowledge and inputs for soil doctors and as instrument for knowledge transfer to community. From the action, we enable farmer to adapt the knowledge received from LDD to local wisdom until they become the well-known person and having skill to be a leader of the community. The community then realize the importance of soils and adopt the sustainable soil management to their farmland. Together with sufficiency economic philosophy from the King Bhumibol, the late king, this in line with the way of life of people and ensure the more sustainable management. Furthermore, as we have soil doctor in every village across the country, this ensures that the farmer access to knowledge on soils and promote sustainable soil management at the country level. And now we have the volunteer soil doctor cover all the country, about 70,000 volunteer soil doctor. That it means in every village, they have a volunteer soil doctor. This success is scaled out at the global legacy at the global level by GSP. And after this section, we have our network from different regions join the force here that they mentioned from Iran already. And also not only in Thailand, but not only Thailand, but also the Laos, Cambodia, this, nearby the country, the Thailand country.
Okay,ครับ.
Yeah.
For the first one, I think you captured it well. I mean, who provide a guiding, and you are able to provide capacity building and knowledge transfer to those local champions to help the smallholders, and that's how the world go around to the Twinkle Soil Prize. All right, and in a sense here, if you can provide some recap about what are the key challenges in Thailand on soil and water management, and how LDD or different stakeholders can overcome this challenge.
For the challenge of the LDD challenge is the amount of knowledge that we give to the farmer or to the people who want to know about the soils. This is a key challenge. If the people or if the farmer in Thailand, they know about the soil, I think it's really easy to make the soil is fulfilled or to make the sustainable soil management. That is my challenge. This is a challenge of our country. Yeah.
I think you're able to you're able to capture it well on how we can overcome this challenge. And I think this loud applause go to all local soil doctors around the country. Please give a loud applause for Twinkle World Soil Prize.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
All right, and starting from LDD, we now are shifting to Ms. Panchot Lak here, who is the key soil specialist, so that we can see how is all interconnected to communities' livelihood. Ms. Panchot Lak, as you have engaged in different projects on sustainable forest land and management, in your opinion here, how sustainable how sustainable soil and water management here can improve communities' livelihood over the long term. Over to you. You're on mute. Please open your microphone.
Okay, thank you, Patty, and our audience. And first of all, may I introduce the project that we work on it. And this project, we will work with the Land Development Department, AFOCO, IUCN, and Royal Forest Department, and also CESRA. This project, the name of the project is the Improving Local Communities' Livelihoods and Engagement in Sustainable Forest and Land Management in Thailand through Forest Landscape Restoration. And okay, in this project, we work in the area of National Land Policy Board, or KTC, in Paleo Luang Subdistrict, Nan Province. And what is the name? What is the meaning of area of the KTC? The KTC is the area that is allowed to be resided within the natural forest reserve to proceed with the allocation of land for farming to the community. And in the government policy, they don't allow the area for the ownership rights, but is allowed in the form of the cooperative and or other appropriate forms. Why we work on this land? Because this land has a lot of problems. The problem in this area are inappropriate land use, which means the use of land in a way that is not environmentally sustainable, such as inappropriate rotation, inappropriate plowing, growing plantation in a steep slope, without working on soil and water conservation. That is very, very bad, because it can cause an erosion problem. And not only that, it can cause the fertility of the soil. Therefore, in all of these problems, they can lead to negative effects on the environment, such as erosion, low soil fertility, land degradation, and also water quality problems. What should we do for improving communities' livelihood over the long term that you asked me? And yes, we work for the almost 2 years, and we already have do anything, a lot of things. And the first one we did it in this area the first one is to improve land use change, such as for example, work on the integrated cropping system or agroforestry instead of the monocropping system only. The second will be introducing best practices or technologies in agriculture and water, irrigation, and also forestry to forest land to the community. The third one will be we carry out of the learning knowledge which suitable in the targeted area. So we work on the raise awareness on soil and water and also forest in the targeted area and to the community also. So, and if they know about the soil, water, and forest all of together very well, we can preserve this land and make it very good for agriculture and also forest. It's like a community work with our forest together. And yes, of course, and we also, before we did it, we work on measure, monitor, and also manage 3 of them together for make it very good in the targeted area. So and we think that after we work on this area, it will be the model of how to implement in the targeted area or to the other NLB or KTC, other places. And therefore, in long term, the community has better living, I think, in the better conditions with the solving problem of land degradation and proper use of resources, and also farmers will have the greater awareness of the conserving natural resources. And the next part, let me show or present slide or video to the audience for make it clear for record. So we already work for almost 2 years. We collect all of everything in a slide or videotape. So could you please, maybe I would like to show it. So yes, thank you. Mm-hmm.
โครงการยกระดับคุณภาพชีวิตชุมชนท้องถิ่นโดยการฟื้นฟูป่าไม้และจัดการที่ดินอย่างยั่งยืนที่ดำเนินการในพื้นที่ตำบลป่าแลวหลวงอำเภอสันติสุขจังหวัดน่านภายใต้การสนับสนุนงบประมาณจากอโฟโคเป็นการบูรณาการการทำงานร่วมกันจากหลายหน่วยงานทั้งภาครัฐภาคเอกชนและภาคประชาสังคมโดยมุ่งหวังที่จะสร้างต้นแบบการจัดการที่ดินทำกินในพื้นที่คทช.ตามนโยบายของรัฐให้เกิดความยั่งยืนทั้งในด้านการเกษตรสิ่งแวดล้อมเศรษฐกิจและสังคมจากการทำกินด้วยการทำเกษตรเชิงเดี่ยวที่ส่งผลต่อคุณภาพชีวิตและสิ่งแวดล้อมโครงการได้สร้างกระบวนการเรียนรู้เพื่อปรับแนวคิดและส่งเสริมให้เกษตรกรได้เปลี่ยนมาทำกินแบบใหม่บนหลักการฟื้นฟูภูมิทัศน์ป่าไม้และการจัดการที่ดินอย่างยั่งยืนทั้งในรูปแบบวรรณเกษตรการปลูกพืชผสมผสานการปลูกป่า3อย่างเพื่อประโยชน์4อย่างการสร้างป่าเปียกหรือภูเขาป่าบนหลักกสิกรรมธรรมชาติโดยทำการสำรวจพื้นที่เก็บรวบรวมข้อมูลอย่างรอบด้าน
ก็จะทำตอนหนังไป
วางแผนร่วมกับเกษตรกรออกแบบแปลงเกษตรรายบุคคลสนับสนุนด้านงบประมาณเครื่องจักรกล้าไม้และอุปกรณ์ที่จำเป็นสำหรับการจัดการดินและน้ำเพื่อให้พื้นที่คทช.เดิมที่เคยล้นแล้งและเสื่อมโทรมได้กลับมาเป็นผืนดินที่อุดมสมบูรณ์มีพืชพันธุ์ต้นไม้นานาชนิดสร้างผลผลิตได้ตลอดทั้งปีเกษตรกรได้เก็บเกี่ยวและเก็บกินพืชผลจากพื้นที่ได้จำหน่ายจ่ายแจกเพิ่มมูลค่าด้วยการแปรรูปเกิดรายได้หมุนเวียนอย่างต่อเนื่อง
ที่คิดว่าจะเกิดแน่นอนก็คือต้นยางนาจะสูงแล้วก็ถ้ามีแบบภาพถ่ายทางอากาศหรือว่าโดนปุ๊บไม้เขาสองข้างก็จะคลุมไปเลยแล้วก็จะเขียวแล้วข้างในก็จะเป็นพวกไม้ผุดมันน่าจะสร้างความชุ่มชื้นความอะไรได้เยอะมาก
ที่แน่ๆมีต้นยางนาก็จะได้กินเฮ็ดแล้วเจ้าถ้ามันออกนักเขาก็ได้ขายผลไม้ก็จะมีเงาะนะเจ้าเนาะถ้ามีน้ำทุเรียนมันจะบ่ตายนะเจ้าเนาะกล้วยน้ำว้าก็ขายพวกนั้นเจ้าถ้าเขามาฮับก็ตัดไปส่งเพิ่นเจ้า
ผลิตถ่านไบโอชาครับก็มูลค่าเพิ่มขึ้นเยอะครับเพราะว่าปกติถ้าไม้ไผ่ที่เขารับซื้อกันทั่วไปก็กิโลละบาทแต่ว่ามาแปรรูปเป็นผลิตภัณฑ์แล้วมันได้ถึงกิโลละ50 บาทแต่ว่ามันก็มีน้ำหนักส่วนต่างที่หายไป
มันจะมีน้ำที่คอยหล่อเลี้ยงต้นไม้เหมือนสมมติว่าหน้าแล้งปุ๊บเราก็มาเปิดน้ำปุ๊บมันก็มีน้ำลดต้นไม้เราก็จะไม่ตายผลผลิตก็คืออันดับแรกไม้ป่าแล้วก็ไม้ผลอีกหน่อยอาจจะเป็นศูนย์เรียนรู้หรือว่าอะไรพวกนี้ค่ะคือตั้งความหวังไว้
เมื่อดินดีน้ำอุดมพืชพันธุ์สมบูรณ์มีป่ามีต้นไม้ ได้หายใจจากอากาศบริสุทธิ์ปลอดจากฝุ่นควันมีพืชผักผลไม้ไว้รับประทานอย่างปลอดภัยไร้สารเคมีสุขภาพร่างกายแข็งแรงมีอาชีพและรายได้ไว้ใช้จ่ายเก็บออมและปลดแอกจากหนี้สินแน่นอนว่านี่คือความกินดีอยู่ดีที่นับว่าเป็นการยกระดับคุณภาพชีวิตที่ทางโครงการมุ่งหวังอยากจะให้เกิดขึ้น
Right. That was a video from the community. Thank you, Khun Muncharak. Thank you.
Thank
I-
you.
I just also wanted to recap. I think this is an amazing project, not because of the way that LDD provided all these wonderful things about agroforestry and biochar investment, which are already important on its own. However, Kotashaw is a buffer zone of our Thailand forest. It's the community who are living in the degraded forest area, which the country allocated to the local communities to make a living. It means that the Thailand strategy is to help out for the communities to help out to manage our resource. And this project is not only in the agricultural land, but also in the forest land. So I see it as an integrated approach going forward for our management. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the manage and monitor panel. Please allow applause for our participants. But please, as the panelists exit this way, please. But please, the participants do not exit because we have another panel coming. We have another panel coming who will be the excellent farmers coming in this way. Okay. And just allow applause again to the measure and monitor panel. Okay. Please. Thank you very much. Thank you for your insight. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. So while we are waiting on the stage to get on the stage here, we as a policymakers and government are all making these strategies, but who are the implementer on the ground that finding some practical solution, working in the field to save our environment. Ladies and gentlemen, here are the excellent farmers from around the world. Please have in this order. Please wait for a few minutes for the panelists to come out. Thank you. Later. So let's get to know all each other. Maybe we can do a recap here that where you come from, what's your name, what you are doing. Perhaps starting on this side, please. Use my mic.
Mi nombre es Johnny Benito Bolaños. Soy agricultor desde hace 20 años. Soy de Nariño. Soy colombiano. Tengo una finca de 2 hectáreas donde cultivo papa, granadilla, ochua, fresa, maíz y también ganadería de doble propósito.
So welcome here, Mr. Jonier. He has been a farmer 20 years in Nariño, South America in Colombia. He has a small plantation where he grew up using potato, passion fruit, gooseberry, strawberry, and varieties of different maize. The dual purpose for also for livestock. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. And the next, please. Yes.
Mam Yula Bonku Beatrice. Mam Yita Burkina Faso. Yaka Quad Be Burkina Be Power Commune Pora. Ya cooperative Mamre. Ton Mamre and Episo Puela. Dang Mam Koda Ki Kamana la Kipara ya Sipolo. Kipare. Sipolo ya Kipare. Gaba ane tomato.
So as you can see a slide, Beatrice come from Burkina Faso in West Africa, where she's an active member of the Farmer Association, 98 women. So I think the gender women leadership are very important, very good. Also in the small plantation here, they are growing maize, sorghum, cowpea, sweet pepper, onion, and tomatoes in her plantation. And the next, please.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Muy buenas tardes. Mi nombre es Mario Zúñiga. Soy agricultor, doctor de suelos desde el 2022 aproximadamente. Soy de México. Los cultivos que tengo una finca de 35 hectáreas. Los cultivos principales que hacemos nosotros es caña de azúcar, maíz y frijol. Gracias.
Okay. So Mr. Mario from Mexico, he's been a farmer for 20 years, living in South Central Mexico, growing maize, beans, sugarcane, and cassava in the 35-hectare farm. All right, and let's get to know the colleagues on the left side. Please.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Orthai Nisai Lerth. I am soil doctor of Nong Wang Village, Nonarai District, Surin Province, Thailand.
Florica. Hello, everyone. My name is Ting. I'm come from Vietnam. I'm the coding member of the District Committee, a youth initiative working to address the social environmental problem in Vietnam by alternative education and social entrepreneurship.
That's great. So as you can see here, we have a variety of groups. The on my right, the three are the excellent farmers who share experience from the field, and the local soil doctor from Thailand, and the youth representative from Vietnam. So in this second panel here, colleagues, the discussion here will be about implementation within the country. How do we sustainably manage? So many key questions will be asked about practical solution in the field. How do we best apply all this knowledge on soil and management in your area? How you, as individual, the farmers here, overcome the challenge, and what can be done to different implementation approach throughout the globe to improve soil health and security. So this is what this discussion panel is all about. So without further ado, colleagues, I will ask the same question to the three excellent farmers who will provide you with a different perspective around the globe. But we will first start with Colombia, right? And so the question here, there are three questions I will ask, and we can listen and participate from them. The first one, Ms. Yonia, can you tell us about key challenges on soil and water management in your area? What are the challenges?
Enfrento problemas de baja fertilidad del suelo debido a los bajos niveles de materia orgánica y también problemas de estrés hídrico debido a la baja disponibilidad de agua. Mi motivación principal, mi motivación para levantarme cada día y afrontar estos problemas es la salud y el bienestar de mi familia.
Yeah, so I get a sense that I can listen, but I actually read the PowerPoint. But so he's facing problems of low soil fertility in his area plantation, and also the low level of organic matters. This is also amplified by the water scarcity to apply in this plantation, and it's this low availability also heavily affect this production. So this is very important because the chain and this gap heavily affect the health and his family being. These are the challenges that you face every day. You get up and you have to worry about this, right? And so the next here that I like to ask you is that maybe the one question that I just want to finish with Mr. Columbia here is that can you tell us what the GSP, the Global Soil Doctor Program, and your government has helped you? How has it helped you to overcome these challenges? Okay, I'll come back to that. All right. Okay, I see. My bad. Okay, so we are going to apply the same question, the challenges for all three of them first, so the audience can know what are the different challenges before we go into solutions. So as of now, we learning the challenges from Colombia. So now we flying over to West Africa and learn about the challenge and problems in Burkina Faso.
Sanya ton Burkina Faso, tona segri el bon sinisa zulu sa pipi saga sa wenida wara beme yibin soba haya sipolga ko masata toto en passé ton produit fimi organique a passé que ton vieux voyez le passé haya tuma ted me kaye ya wotone passé birga birga ka ten pam toto ye na sar birga.
In her plantation, the challenge here are also the water scarcity, which happen to dry up, especially during the dry season, and also facing the drought in winter in this all year round problem. Another dimension here is on availability of organic manure to produce, and a little access on the fertilizers, which make it more really difficult for the provide to nourishment to the crops and to gain a better production in your area. So as you can see, these are the main challenge in that she faced in Burkina Faso. And now we are flying over to South America to learn about your challenge.
Bueno, sí. Una de las problemáticas que he tenido en mis suelos es la degradación excesiva por la utilización, perdón, por la lluvia. Más que nada, el agua es algo importante dentro del suelo. Las gotas son muy fuertes y por ende la degradación del suelo. Otra también, la problemática es la degradación del suelo y el uso excesivo de fertilizantes y el uso excesivo de pesticidas. Una de las mayores motivaciones que tengo para seguir trabajando como agricultor, más que nada, pues es el beneficio de la familia, ¿no? La cuestión de la familia es algo importante y dejar a las nuevas generaciones que vienen creciendo, dejar buenos suelos para para que coman más saludable.
Okay, so Mr. Mario, main challenge here is that on soil degradation that happens in this plantation due to also from agriculture burning of the post-harvest and water and soil erosion that happen in this area. This heavily affect also his well-being of family, both in health and production. And his main concern is that how to best sustainably manage his plantation so that his family and the next generation still realize on the importance of healthy soil management. Colleagues, although in different contexts, we see a similar challenge across the globe that we face including in Thailand, about soil degradation, about erosion, and availability to make a fertilizer. Although soils are different in different contexts, we do face similar global issue going forward. And colleagues, and here now we are going to discuss on the second question. In spite of all this challenge here, so I wanted to break it down that this is a big problem, not a problem that you created, right? It's a external macro problem. So in this sense, I like to know here and to the Thailand government how your government has supported you to overcome this challenge that you are facing. And in the sense of the international aid with Global Soil Doctor Program, how has the Global Soil Doctor Program helped you and provide you benefit as additional? Thank you. We will go first with Mr. Yonia.
He recibido apoyo del gobierno a través de Agrosavia para la participación de proyectos de investigación, donde he aprendido sobre producción de biofertilizantes, biopesticidas y compost. Agrosavia me presentó el programa de doctores de los suelos, el cual me ha apoyado en la formación y el conocimiento sobre suelos.
So I think what the government has provided support here is to participate in different research projects to similarly on the availability of the biofertilizers, biopesticides, and compost, which also were being subsidized and applied in this farm. And I believe that the role of Global Soil Doctors Program on capacity building is to also provide continuity in training and knowledge management to apply in this plantation. That so you can see that there are different players and roles that we can overcome to this problem. Thank you very much. And let's to always over to you, Ms. British, on the same questions.
Avnyada tonne bangare, a pota tonne bindi, ne semazama, la engrais. Parfait. Absonda tonne manton formation pa tonne bangara. Ne sol docteur damba wanga, a wasonga tonne formation, to ton twin to me tunda nere. Baraka.
Thank you. So the government support here has including similarly in the training. Training, monitoring by the government officials. I assume it's also the monitoring cover satellite monitoring and also implementation in the follow-up of the productivity by the officials to see on the agricultural inputs. And similarly, the Soil Doctor Program provides support through trainings on soils and has also be able to apply this pilot activity in her plantation as well. Thank you. And over to you now, Mr. Mario, on the same questions.
Bueno, la participación del gobierno hacia nosotros ha sido muy buena. La participación también de la universidad, la UNAM, en México, es una de las universidades más grandes de ahí de México, donde se entrelazan para llegar hacia nosotros y capacitarnos para ser doctores de suelo. Lo único que yo veo que sí es algo muy importante, la cuestión del seguimiento que tienen los doctores de suelos. Somos muchos doctores de suelos, pero desgraciadamente luego se pierden porque andan en otras actividades. Entonces, tenemos que volver a rescatar ese tipo de personas que ya tienen la capacitación y seguir fuertemente en ese trabajo.
So he has also been actively early participator of Soil Doctor Program. Thank you very much. But I think his answer also amplify in many local situations where trainings and capacity building are offered at the beginning, but there is little or no follow-up in the field as how to the farmers apply or utilize that training in their plantation. This has been also a major effort that we need to continue going forward. So we can see that in spite of the challenge, this help also contributed, but there is more work to do. Okay. And now we are seeing the challenges, the government support, how GSP is able to come in. Now, I want to know more about the impact. So in your sense, in your opinion, can you share that when you experience all this problem about degradation, erosion, scarcity, water scarcity in your field, what can be done or best practice in your country that you yourself has applied or learned from the local soil doctor or the GSP program? Can you share us some best practice? What are the tangible impact that you see that you have used those best practice and you're able to see the impact in your field? And in your opinion, what do you like to see in the near future for the support? So it's a series of questions, but I think it will allow you to amplify your needs for your plantation. So over to you, Mr. Junior.
En mi finca se practica la labranza mínima, todavía en mi pueblo con tracción animal, la gestión eficiente de agua, en sobrecaptación por reservorio. También el mejoramiento y estructura del suelo, la porosidad y la retención de agua, mayor contenido de materia orgánica, alta actividad biológica, manejo de los rendimientos y diversidad de productos agrícolas, costos de producción reducidos o bajos, con mínima aplicación de insumos químicos.
Okay, thank you. Can you go back? Okay. So the best practice here that Mr. Junior would like to share, but he adopt to minimize the tillage with the animal traction. So it also less polluted in the field, and it's also applying nicely on the nature-based solution. And I think the way forward is to have efficient water management in the area to prevent the waste and also how to best utilize the resource for the water harvesting. And for the result that observed, the tangible impact is see on the soil structure, the water retention in the soil is greater, there are higher organic matter content, can see more biological connectivity in the area. It's also that his products that he provided in the field are providing better yield. This in turn reduce production costs, minimizing chemicals and use for a better health and better income for his family. And I think that's a great tangible impact, although it's small, but I think that this can also leverage to your neighbor practice and your environment in Colombia. And so the next year, I like to ask the same question, Ms. British, on the best practice and tangible impact and what you like to see.
Manda wala rotation that you to coordinate them ne. Ton manda shan e ko damba. Ton manda birbo ko dum pass de. Mpa ko kwaka. Ton manda ko kwaka songo de. Sange kiyo ne kamana sun bibeno a wenda ya nere. Ko kwaka mizin wala yam pa la man geba ngome la yam sennewa. Barka. Ares tonon pam bunga anafra zingwa tonon mikame ti zinga ya kera akota soma akota labi pasi bafu bunga akasamni.
Thank you. So the clear result here that was seen here on the production of organic manure that are more efficient, crop rotation and association, and the reason established of the stone strip for better management. And the result on the impact and the recent impact that you see in your plantation are better soil structure in the area, and crops seem to be greener, especially during the dry season where it used to be more vulnerable, and the yield has improved due to this implementation. Thank you very much for sharing your experience. Mr. Mario, what about you in your case on best practice and impact?
Bueno, sí. Bueno, definitivamente el uso de residuos de la cosecha, la incorporación de esos residuos es algo importante para la conservación de los suelos. Sí, posteriormente también hacemos conversiones con diferentes cultivos. Tratamos de que nuestros cultivos mantengan el suelo siempre verde todo el año para no tener problemas posteriores con la cuestión y la retención del agua. Bueno, de los resultados que nosotros hemos obtenido es la reducción de la utilización de fertilizantes, la reducción de los herbicidas y lo más importante, el costo de producción se nos reduce. En muchas otras cosas, como en caña de azúcar, no aumentamos la producción, pero sí tenemos una reducción y estamos manteniendo la cuestión de la cantidad de toneladas por hectárea. En la cuestión del maíz, sí, seguimos los rendimientos, siguen subiendo aproximadamente unos 300 kilos por hectárea por todo lo que estamos haciendo año con año, y esto posteriormente pues va a ir subiendo poco a poco, ¿no? Conforme se vaya dando.
The use of crop residue here. The use of crop residue and stubble as permanent soil cover. I think it's also very important. The corn stubble and important of the recycling waste, which I think are the very good and urgent topic to be applied. The green fence can also be used as a boundary of the field, and it also providing a different diversification method that are suitable, that are applying in this area, such as cassava, maize, and beans. And the next, the result observed are similar approach on the better soil structure, better water retention in the soil. The yields were better once applying the activities. Hence, it will result in reduced production costs and the use of fertilizer and herbicide. Now, the question have been answered from the farmers, but I think this would be great if we can just truly recap quickly about Vietnam and Thailand. So in a sense here, we are running very closely tight. So maybe in Vietnam case, I just wanted to give you, I would like you to provide a highlight. What are the recent changes in Vietnam that you see as significant? And you as a youth group or CSO, how do we influence farmers to be better informed in decision making? Thank you.
Thank you for your question. I think first of all, I would like to thank you for having me here as a panelist, and thank you the Worksoil Association for your invitation and support, for being here and share with you the story from my country, Vietnam. So I would start it with what I observed at the personal level and the regional level. I will grow up in the Mekong Delta, at the southern region in Vietnam, where at the end of the Mekong River. So you can imagine that all of the good soil, the sediment from the Mekong River gonna make our land. So it's one of the most biodiversity regions, and we enjoy the richness of the nature and the biodiversity there. Since our childhood, so that's how I grew up in abundance of food, abundance of tree and fish. Then after that, my family moved to live in the city to get me a better education, and they can earn more income. I think many of you are gonna share the same story with me. And after that 10 years, when I go back to my hometown right now, so I cannot see the thing that I observed in the past anymore, and the change is significant. I would say that it's not only the change in the natural biological things, but also the change in the people mindset and the people culture. Because we live in a very abundant land. So we have a lot of the fruits, fish, everything. We don't worry about we're gonna get the country tomorrow. We don't need to plan anything. It's gonna roll naturally. So people in the southern Vietnam are well known for their generosity, sharing cultures, and generosity, sharing culture, and the carefree life. We don't care much about tomorrow because the food already there for us. But 10 years later, when I go back, what happening is that the water is not clean anymore. There are no more fish in the river. It's very polluted and smell bad. The soil derates. I cannot find the tree that or the food that I used to have when I was a kid anymore. The biodiversity is lost. And even worse that the relationship between the community broken down. How can I say that? Because in the past that we can very generally support each other. But when I come back now, our house is bigger. We have the cement house. I cannot find the leaf and bamboo house like in the past anymore. But the cement house come with the fence. Everyone put the fence to protect their house because they have the valuable asset and they afraid someone gonna come and steal. While in the past, we bring the fruits for each other whenever we have it and we support each other. And even one of my neighbors, he come to my house and he asked me that, can I give him $1,000, $2,000 because I use his land to enter my house. And you know that in our cultures, when your house is behind the other house, they need to naturally like give you the walkway to the house. But right now, everything changed. So I would say that the significant change in terms of the duration of the soil, the water, and also in terms of the people and the community connection. If we go a little bit further, I have a trip to the survey trip to the Central Highland. We will grow a lot of the coffee. For your information, that Vietnam is the top #1 in terms of exporting in cashew, and very top in coffee exported, and also the top in the rice exported. So I think that whatever happened to Vietnam gonna more or less affect to the food security.
So in a sense here, how your youth group and CSO were able to communicate with the community and apply the change.
Yeah, I mentioned before, I think I'm very lucky that I got, when I do more research about the solution, so I get to know about specific economy and the nature network in Thailand. So I get not only I not only learning from the knowledge, but a lot of practical things, and especially they also emphasize on changing the people mindset and building and revital the community. So the way we do it, we mostly our approach is we approach to the young people, because it's very hard to change the old or the later generation. So we mostly approach young people and we identify the leader in the community. And I asked them, we bring them for the training here in Thailand. And I mentioned that we focus a lot in the mindset and changing the way of people thinking and believe. So to do that, we cannot sit in the room and talking all day. So we usually bring them to see the reality, what's happening. We do a lot of survey trips to see the balance land balance mountain, and also to see the successful model to get more belief. And after they come back, we're gonna follow up, keep moving on the training.
Okay, thank you very much. I think the youth engagement are very important as future of our generation, and you are very correct. It's easier to change your mind when you're younger and adapt to different technologies to engage. So I think start early is the best, and hopefully there will be positive change in your community to come. And now, last but not least, we were learning about soy doctor in Thailand and how this has become the heart that winning the Glinka World Soy Prize. So, Kun Orathai, can you tell us how does the successful farmers network should be established? What are the key factors and how important are those seed systems to improve food security? Thank you.
Yes. I have idea. Seeds are of utmost important in managing food security because good quality seeds able to withstand change in ecosystem and changing climate and can be cultivated in a variety of area using minimal cultivation factors. Produce enough produce for consumption. Seeds of the quality must be developed and developed by professional farmers who understand the genetic variation of plants related to global climate change and its connection with the farmer's way of life. The main factor that's able of the success of sustainable farmers networks are having ethical leadership, the strong network, responsible men of with good direction and vision, ethical, disciplinary, and responsible farmers group. The other factor are land, water, financial support, knowledge, and gene process and genetic base. Okay.
Thank you, Khun Orathai, for pointing out the importance of the seed system. And it's also the foundation at the beginning to do any production and to improve food security. I think you point out very well on how to establish successful and farmers network, to engage them on the training and make sure it's applied throughout, and to use the local mentors to mobilize. I think it's also a very great engagement. Colleagues, we are coming to the end of our seminar, but as you can see here that sustainable soil and water management are very interdependent, and we need integrated approach to apply and collective effort to evaluate the impact of this problem, which have also amplified by climate change. So ultimately here, we hope that the seminar today will help leverage sustainable implementation and management of soil and water in your countries, and to provide climate resilient food system. We also hope that this best practice and lesson learned that were shown today from each of the local champion, whether it's on measure and monitor team, throughout policy and communication, or whether it's from the implementation team that pointing out the importance of soil management and how GSP has contributed, the local doctors contribute as a mentors around the world as an approach to locally implement it. So on behalf of the organizer, I'd like to thank you all the participants, and thank you for your attention on the seminar, World Soil Day 2024, Caring for Soils, Measure, Monitor, and Manage. Thank you, everyone. Unless there's any question, please feel free as well. Yeah.